manage, analyze, and synthesize multiple streams of simultaneously presented information.
This is one of the 6 characteristics of the 21st century learning and learners. Let's review what it was about from my earlier video. Students in the 21st century must be able to take information from multiple places and in a variety of different formats, determine its reliability, and create their own knowledge from that information. To help you understand this in more detail, I'm going to ask you 7 questions about different aspects of this particular 21st century learning skill.
Question number 1. Do you create new ideas using knowledge gained?
Today, we can easily access the vast amount of information and ideas with the tip of our fingers. So a lot of people receive or actively consume information and ideas out there on a daily basis. But don't stop there. Let's take it to the next level by creating new ideas by using the knowledge you gained. This process is quite important for school and for work. For example, in my previous profession as an instructional technologist, I helped faculty and TAs develop and teach their online courses here at UNL. I studied the cognitive theory of multimedia learning. The theory is actually really great, versatile, and applicable in many different situations, but that was not what my clients needed from me. With the limited time they had, they needed templates, good practice examples, what to do, what not to do kind of things. In other words, an easy fix. So I created what I now call the 10 leading causes of death by PowerPoint. So there's a big difference between consuming ideas and creating new ideas. So do you create new ideas on a regular basis?
Question number 2. Do you locate information from a variety of sources?
Even though we have access to the vast amount of information at our fingertips today, many people tend to look for information from just one source and don't seek any other sources. Is that okay? Hell no! Unfortunately, the first source of information you come across can be false information. So it's important to draw information from multiple sources and cross-reference them for validity checking. This leads to the next question.
Question number 3. Do you analyze the credibility of information and its appropriateness in meeting your needs?
So you drew information from multiple sources. How do you analyze the credibility of the information? Should you decide based on the name and credential of the source or the author? In other words, just because I said it in my essay or video, is it credible? Hell no! The credibility of information has nothing to do with the names and credentials. Just because I am affiliated with the university, it doesn't automatically grant the credibility to what I say. To dumb it down, if any claim is made in the source, you need to seek evidence in it. Evidence can be data, facts, research findings with their origins or what they originated from, clearly stated. If evidence is not provided, the information is just someone's opinion. In many cases, the information you find on the web seems very useful, if it's true, but unfortunately it lacks evidence. Then one of the things you can do is do more search and draw evidence from other sources. One of the places to find such evidence or evidence-backed information is peer-reviewed journals such as these.
Question number 4. Do you synthesize information from a variety of sources?
When you draw information from multiple sources, you could end up with a huge amount of information. More importantly, the raw information you gather is often jumbled and not organized into one coherent idea or a body of knowledge. For example, suppose you're trying to develop an effective fitness system for losing body fat. You've found 3 good fat loss systems, each of which focuses on diet, exercise, or relaxation techniques respectively. You decided to practice all 3 fat loss systems. A month later, you didn't even lose a pound of body fat. And this guy came in, who's an expert in losing body fat, synthesized the information from those 3 systems, and created one fat loss system for you. After a month, you lost 30 pounds of your body fat. Why? Why this difference? You didn't care about how these 3 fat loss systems have to work together, so the 3 systems often interfered or neutralized each other. On the other hand, he understood the intricate balance between these 3 fat loss systems and combined them in a way that would complement one another instead of interfering with one another. Often just having multiple sources of information is useless unless you extract and synthesize the information from those sources in a meaningful way, the way that works and meets your needs.
Question number 5. Do you manage new information to help you solve problems?
We can easily access a vast amount of information today. When you search and find new information from multiple sources to solve a problem, it becomes essential to manage those sources of information so you can access them easily and quickly whenever you need them. How do you accomplish that? Are you going to just use your super brain to do that? Maybe you can, but it will be much easier if you use the technology tools. So what tools do you use to access, store or reference, and organize newly found information?
Question number 6. Do you use information to make decisions as an informed citizen?
Today, accessing information is so easy, it's kind of expected that you make decisions after collecting enough information. Making decisions or acting on false information or with lack of information can often put you in troubles or embarrassing situations. For example, if you bought a stock just by trusting what your friend told you, you might end up losing a lot of money. Your friend was wrong, but the shame is on you.
Question number 7. Do you strive to see limitations and overlaps between multiple streams of information?
Again, you can easily access multiple streams of information today. You can easily access 20, 30, or even 100 different sources of information within an hour or so. So you need an ability to quickly identify overlaps and how much useful information you can extract from many different sources. Otherwise, you can't take a full advantage of having access to the vast ocean of information. So this fourth 21st century learning skill is about keeping up with this rapidly expanding world of information.